What's going on, LinkedIn? All right. So today what we're doing is we're looking through my spam folder, right? Not because I want to shame anyone. People are always worried, oh, you got to shame people. They're just trying. Like, I understand people are trying. But if you're landing in spam, no one is reading your message. And this isn't about email deliverability. The problem is that if you send messages that sound like sales spammy messages, Google will find a way to put you in the spam box, no matter how much warming and all that other shit you do. So we're going to look through these messages, and we're going to try to rewrite them live. I'm not going to like type things out, but I'm going to talk to you about how I might think about how these folks should do growth. All right, so let's dive in. Quick question, Jordan, space, right? So this is a huge problem because this message is so, quick question is the most generic subject line ever. Throwing in my name is an attention hack. You shouldn't do it. There's a space here. Everything is bad about this subject line, right? It seems like a good subject line because, oh, just a quick question. I'll just answer it right away. No, it's not about a tease about your product or service. So just checking in. You should never just check in. Everyone's just checking in. I don't care about that. Reduce your hiring budget. So I don't have any open jobs. So the first thing I would tell Monisha to buy my service because I can tell you who actually has open jobs, which means people are going to open your email. They're going to read your email because they are much more likely to have the problem. As you go global, what a hard thing. Go global. I'm not going global. I'm definitely staying right here in the United States. So if they're focused on people that are going global, you might want to look in job descriptions to see expand into EMEA or launch our new product, right? You could look at, like if you look at John Deere, for example, if you go to the bottom of John Deere, it has all the countries, right? So you might actually go score the websites and see who cares about different countries. Legal, financial, and administrative overheads. Those are three things. Do you have problems with any problem, right? This is terrible. Focus on one. Who has legal, who has financial, or who has administrative overhead? Would you be opposed to learning more is an awful question. People do this all the time as like an attention hack, so I don't have to say like, yes, I would be opposed to learning more. Don't do this. The global job market is constantly evolving. This is all cotton candy, no sentence there. And it can be a challenge to find the top talent in specific locations. That's really interesting, right? So what I might do is I might look at job descriptions that mention certain countries or that are in certain countries. So really what you want to do is get a score of companies that are hiring in a variety of different countries, right? Okay, by using your service. KYC vetted talents. Okay, I don't care about KYC. I know my customer. I have my customer's phone number. I know my customer. I don't need to do it. So I would go figure out who talks about KYC on their website, right? Who has KYC vetted? Who needs know your customer on your tap? Okay, manage talent effectively. I don't know what that means. Customized workspace just for me. Isn't that what everything is? Pay in 190 different countries. I would go score companies to see what different countries they're in, right? And how they talk about payments, for example. So you can see there's so much more targeting they could do. Also, these images aren't loading. I would like drop a lot of this stuff. So that's probably why, look, delete forever. Look how imposing that question is. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this HTML email. It's terrible. Hello, Jordan. The tax savings are based on individual circumstances. What a weird question. What a weird thing to start with. I don't know that I should really do this because this is a marketing message. Has a variety of investment, good tax plan, W-2 employees, right? So it's like, I already have a tax person, so like I'm not going to help for this person. And how sad that they have deliverability challenges. So the main problem is that they sent this message like I'm on a marketing list, but they came to my front door, right? They sent it cold. So why are they sending this like I'm on some marketing list? So this is a problem right here. They really should be able to figure out who needs tax planning services. You can expect a return to tax planning for every dollar you invest in. You can expect to save. So this is really interesting. But how do you know I could save money? So the question is, what about my business? What about where it's located? What about how many employees I have? Like lean in with that information, right? And then say, as your tax accountant, throw in some specific things here, right? It's like, okay, good plan, making with few assets, right? So I don't know what that means, but I think that really I would be like, do you know about section 1043 in the tax code that helps you do A, B, C, and D? They should really be leaning into this, not a marketing message. We'd love to help you grow. Who wouldn't, right? Everyone would love to help me grow. Terrible subject line. Oh, here are the customers here are the problems the customers have. Do you need any help with any of this garbage stuff? And they listen, like this person messaged me and they do what I do. So like, why? Like, why are they reaching out to a company, me, that builds lists about list building or deliverability issues? Like engagement boost? Who's like, you know what? I could use some engagement boost. So this is lazy outbound. And it's also lazy outbound from a company that does outbound, which is like annoying because they should be able to speak about one of these things specifically. We'd love to help you grow. Everyone would. No more paying per lead. So I have I've lit up a lot of lead gen companies for this exact problem. Than someone working with you, not off. Wait, there's no better business relationship than someone working with you, not off. That's not English. Not off of me. Just pay for when you close a sale. Pay per click went the way of the dinosaur. This is all generic. So Steve is sending a message that basically, and the question I like to ask, which I posted this on LinkedIn earlier, which is like, what's something that you could say that none of your competitors could say? I could send this email. I would never send this email as my agency, but I could send this email as my agency and I could make all these same promises. And this, like, our marketing system makes money with you, not off you. Like, that is a fluff line that has no meat attached to it. So this is all potatoes, no meat. Okay, I'm not going to do any outbound for a snap like Diamond Mine. That is legitimately spam. And look at this, 3 attachments. Wow. How baller is this for them to just be like, yeah, screw it. I'm going to send you 3 attachments. Another quick question. Oh, wow. Another quick question. Wow. Quick question. Hope you're having a great morning. On the lookout for ways to book more sales meetings. Our unique approach, like this is small, which is great. They're out of London, which is like, okay, I instantly don't trust them because they're not in my market. And we're going to have problems communicating because you're like at the other side of the world as me. There is some information here that's not loading. Like, I hope you don't mind me following up. Well, I wouldn't mind if you had something good to say. Sending over some more information. Yes, because I didn't have the right information here. It's not an information problem. It is a value problem. And so this person, this company needs to do a little bit better investigation about me. Why me? And if you don't know why me, then how do you expect me to understand why me of your service? So that's why they're landing in spam. Wow, the tax planning people are back. So the tax planning people are just, ERC credits. I don't even know what that is. That's real spam. Oh, yeah. Hey. Whoa. Okay, look at this crazy formatting, right? This sort of formatting, like Jordan's 2 dots, like this is crazy. DFY, why are they inventing an acronym? Like, you only pay when you make a sale. So this is the same feedback from, I think the guy sent me the same message. This is spam. Good job, Google. Oh, God, phrases like this get my goat. When you say to me that you make some compliment to me, like I had someone reach out to me the other day on LinkedIn and they said like, Jordan, I have some feedback on your website. Okay, well, just tell me what you have feedback, right? That means you've automated something, you're waiting for me to reply, and then you're only going to do the work once I reply. Don't do that. Everyone does this, and it means to me that you've done no work on me, you don't care about me. Do the work ahead of time. Structure that work inside of a list so you can programmatically send this message, but it can be a useful message, right? Making it Santa's interview. Like, phrases like this are awful. We treat front end and back end as 2 sides of the same coin. What prospect is going to read that and like, man, if you only treated front end and back end as 2 sides of the same coin, then I would buy. No cost proof of concept. Okay. Like, this is just so hard to understand. This like double ask too. Like, I'd be happy to hop on a short call with you sometime this week. Like, just let me know what your calendar looks like. Don't ask for a meeting. Just ask to have the problem. And this whole clean, well-organized code is easy to maintain. It's consistent. I would say, like, show me some examples of, like, here's what code looked like before us and after us. They're landing in spam. Honey, I shrunk your taxes. Oh, this is the same. They're just spamming. Okay, so this is interesting because I guest host the Martech podcast. Okay, this like met with a client similar to your business base. That means that you don't have a client that's similar because you didn't say them. So if you said I know of another company that does lead gen and here's why they're similar and here's what we did, that is a like like please let our leadership time provide you. No, why don't you just send it to me? Why do you have to make me ask for it? Media coverage. There's no risk for you. Pay on results. This idea of pay on results, I think that like it's better to just show the results. So if you can pay on results, oh, and by the way, they're sending from a Gmail, so like I know they're spam, and they like send it to someone else too. Like they CC'd their like main person, which is my coworker Shane. So I'm sending from a Gmail, but I'm gonna CC someone at my company that's like not at Gmail. This is, sent from my iPhone. I love this trick. People are like, oh, look, I wrote it myself. It's sent from my iPhone. No, don't do this. And I think it's better if you pan results. Why don't you just actually do the results ahead of time, right? Is there any way to get me media coverage and to say, hey, Jordan, I actually did some work for you. I got you an article in TechCrunch. All you have to do is let me know what types of things you want to talk about, and they will publish you. That's like a way more compelling offer than saying pay on results. A lot of tax returns. Okay, so this is interesting. Friends at Pico. So I am an advisor to Pico. Great company. This is actually interesting. So it's funny because I may actually forward this to Pico because so this is just literally a deliverability problem. I don't even know if I had a conversation with Sam, but this is something that like Pico might be able to use. So Sam's problem was that he landed in spam, and I never check spam, so I'll flag this not spam. So okay, this is an example of people that will say things like, "I wanted to reach out. I was on your website. I wanted to reach out." That's an excuse. It's not a reason, right? Just because you're on my website, tell me something interesting about me. I wanted to reach out after I saw XYZ on your website. And that was important to me because I know ABC, which is related to XYZ. You're leading with an insight. Hire top 1 sales reps. I'm not hiring sales reps. So actually, Ann, you should probably buy my service because I can tell you who's hiring sales reps. I can also tell you how long those sales reps jobs have been on the market, right? So that's the first thing. They shouldn't target me. I'm not hiring sales reps. No, I don't want to see it. Worth a chat. All right, this is bump. Wow, follow up again, same message. Wow, a culture of... Wait, is this real? Wow, look at this. No wonder they're landing in spam. There's no amount... Look at this. Oh, look, they have like a PDF. Wow, what a bold thing to send a PDF on a cold email. I would never do that. The reason, look, hi, Jordan was the message. I think that the reason that this company is landing in spam because they're not saying anything good and they're sending a lot of messages. And those two things together, it doesn't matter how good your email deliverability is, you'll always land in spam. Just a couple more. Found your company online. That's an interesting place to find my company. I am ready to have an awesome. Okay, the reason, you don't have to say that. You can just tell me. Driving inbound leads. I couldn't wake up as an owner myself doing outbound if I hired someone else to do outbound for me. So, a PDF. I would never hire anyone that sends me a PDF review. I don't know why. It's just like maybe one more. Craigslist. Okay, this is maybe the last one that is like any good. Hiring tech talent is tough. I agree. Take it from us or me. Throw in over 60 out of hiring budget and continue having to pay developers even when there are no projects. All this can slow your startup. Okay. We make hiring tech talent easy. You can hire an hourly basis and only pay for actual work done and quickly increase or reduce your team size according to available projects. Quickly change your developer if not satisfied with the current one. So this is like terrible English, which is like which to me actually means that they are, so actually they hire engineers in Africa. There's a translation challenge here, which is if you're communicating to people in the United States, you have to have like kind of perfect English, which is a little bit obnoxious, but they may have a lot of value to add. But these types of small grammar errors to me signal that I'm going to have a really hard time communicating with them because there's going to be a language barrier. And if there's language barrier, that means that if we have any challenges, it's going to be like even harder to work out. They could have left, does any of these resonate with you? Drop the book call. I don't know why there's this gigantic thing here or this gigantic thing. And don't do this. Don't do this, Blueprint and your company, right? It's like it's over. All right. Well, I hope that this is helpful. I don't want to light people up. Like my point is not to like tell these sellers like what they're doing wrong, but the reason they're landing in spam is not because of deliverability challenges. It's because what they're sending is spam. It's like, I hate to say it. I don't want to tell anyone that, but it's that anyone could send these messages. It's that this is what folks send when they don't know what to say, when they're downloading contacts from Apollo and they're trying to message their way out of this problem. You cannot message your way out of this problem. You need to mine your way out of this problem. And to do that, you need much better data. Now, a lot of these folks could get pretty basic data and just drastically improve their outreach because 9 out of 10 people cannot benefit from your product or service. And if you can identify those 9, that means that the work that you did to do that also helps you identify the one and gives you what to say. So spend more time on research. You don't have to do it per person or you do it per company. And if you do it per company and put that research into the list, you can send a programmatic email about pain at scale that's relevant to people with messaging that doesn't depend on attention hacks that say, would you be opposed to a meeting? Jordan, my company, your company. You don't have to write your way out of this problem. You should research your way out of this problem. Thanks for watching and have an absolutely lovely Tuesday. Bye.